Hi. Are you enjoying yourself? That's good. And we're back. It's again midway through the month, but this is our video of last month in Feb, what we got up to. We did some travelling, but before we did that, we went here. This is a place full of koi carp, which you're a big fan of. You got to feed them. You can buy like a little bag of feed.
They were very good.
They were very good. And yeah, there were like a couple of pools, like this one above and the big one in the kind of centre. But this was like a nice little cafe. There's like coffees and little snacks and things you can buy. And yeah, you can watch these fish kick about. And obviously when you try to feed them, as you're doing here, you start a bit of a riot. They all swim over to come get food. And yeah, they were really nice. We spent like an hour or so there. Then went looking for a place that doesn't exist again. And then came here to Doggy Heaven instead to have some food. This is kind of like an animal sanctuary or like
They're just rescue dogs.
Yeah, rescue dogs, and it's like a dog hotel as well. So all the dogs you see that are wearing bandanas, they're kind of like to show whether the dog likes to be petted or not. And the rest are kind of just guests. This was my favourite. He was very friendly. That was for a particular reason. There he is, there's Tin. He was after my food. He didn't want my love, he just wanted my food. And he got it. And as you can see, even after I was finished, he was still sitting around waiting for my food. The best boy. And then it was Tet. Tet is the big celebration in Vietnam. It's their New Year's, it's the Lunar New Year, very similar to Chinese Year. In fact, it's basically identical in the sense of it's the Year of the Dragon. I think they just celebrate, they have different customs around the celebration itself. In Vietnam, there's a lot of like flowers and there's offerings. They kind of burn offerings as well, don't they? Kind of like fake money. And tourists are burning real money. So good on you, tourists. But yeah, so lots of displays get put up. It's kind of the biggest thing of the year, the big kind of annual celebration. And of course, again, the kind of central bit of the city got taken over, and there were loads of like stands. There was a huge like book area. I don't know if that's like a big part of the culture as well about reading books, but there's like loads of flowers, lots of little knickknacks about, and it was obviously quite busy. But yeah, it was quite cool, wasn't it? It was, you know, I was impressed by the festival, but then this was way more, loads more space taken up by all of this. And you can see all these huge dragons have been built, loads of stands. Yeah, it was really cool. Quite a fun period. Yeah, just loads of displays, just flowers everywhere. It was a really nice night. So we came here for the night to actually go and see the fireworks, because again, it's kind of like their New Year. They had drones in the sky kind of doing messages and things, which was really cool. A huge screen, just, yeah, this is like, again, one of the main roads going through the city, and it was completely shut down for the celebration. And we went to this rooftop bar, but this time we were a lot closer to the fireworks than we were at kind of normal New Year's, yeah, it was stunning. It was a great view. We managed to get seats even though it was super busy, and yeah, we got to watch the fireworks display. What did you think about it?
It's really pretty.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and there was some more drone stuff. I didn't quite understand what I was seeing half the time, but it was cool. But yeah, the fireworks themselves were great, and we had a fantastic view here. You can even see like the fireworks like reflecting off the pool. You can even see where they're being fired from down there. Yeah, it was awesome. Lasted for about, I don't know, 15 minutes. Way better than the fireworks display we saw at Battersea Park before we left. So yeah, I was very pleased. This was, yeah, a great night. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, Tet, Vietnamese New Year, love it. It was great fun. And then we were off to Thailand. Now I wish this was a holiday, but actually our visas were running out. And to renew them, we have to leave the country. There's like an e-visa, so we renewed our e-visa, but we have to be out of the country to do it. So, and we actually had these tickets basically just before we left the UK because we were forced to by the Air Emirates because they said we can't go there without a flight exiting the country. So we booked these kind of cheap tickets to Thailand, and that's where we ended up going. But we made the most of it. We flew into Bangkok, but we were only there for a day. And then we booked what we booked was a trip to Hua Hin, and we stayed there for most of the kind of week and a bit we were there. It's really pretty down there. Now the day that we spent in Bangkok was very interesting. One, because I lost my Nintendo Switch on the plane and had to go back to the airport the next morning to get it, so that wasted a bit of our time.
You didn't lose it, you left it.
Okay, I left it, sorry. Under the chair. Thank God it got returned to me. But you had booked a hotel, and it was on the main party street in the city.
I don't know if it was the main one.
Well, it's one of the main ones. And now you look at our apartment, it's like nice kind of Japanese style. It looks quaint. You think it's in a quiet area. But no, you exit the hotel on your right. That's the weed shop, in case you want weed. So if you didn't know, cannabis is legalized in Thailand, has been for a couple of years now, which is why you're seeing cannabis like balloons and everything and stands everywhere. But that's actually changing. They're changing it from kind of just blanket legalization to only for medicinal purposes. Because it's literally everywhere. This street had maybe 15 different shops and stands selling it. But yeah, as you can see, big party area, lots of food, vendors, everyone's kind of running around, drinking, smoking, lots of people using NOS, which was mental because it's not actually legal, but as you can see, there's just rows of people with balloons in their mouths. But yeah, just an immense party that we accidentally wandered into. And this was the street at night, in the day. They cleaned it up quick in the morning, and all these kind of like little clothes shops popped up. It was much more chill. And then we went to this cafe, this nice vegan cafe, and they had some nice food, some nice decorations. But you primarily picked this place because of the staff. And there's your favourite staff member.
They're very attentive.
They were very attentive. Look at him. He's cleaning. He's just doing his best. Yeah, they were cute. This was kind of the main one that we saw. So after going to the airport, getting my Nintendo Switch back, we didn't have a ton of time, and the toss-up was basically between going and seeing the temples and kind of going to this market area, which also had some like street art stuff going on. So we chose the market and street art. It's quite cool, nice little wander through the city. That's one of the pieces that we found, and it's kind of in the central bit. And then we wandered down here, which is this just never-ending alley. It goes on for blocks and blocks and blocks, and there is just everything you could ever think of being sold there. It literally did not stop. We walked for maybe like 15, 20 minutes, constantly just going down here. It didn't stop. We were like, yeah, it was mind-boggling. That's how they do their cabling in Thailand. It set off my OCD, something fierce. I was extremely concerned seeing that everywhere. But then then we found all this cool street art. I really like this piece. This is like my childhood. There's a bit of Sonic, the Pokemon, Powerpuff Girls, Mario, Batman's in there, or the Joker specifically. So much good stuff. Donkey Kong, yeah, really cool. And it was just nice. There wasn't really anything going on in this area. It was just the art itself, but it was cool to see, right? A lot of work had gone into some of these pieces. Unfortunately, some of them had been damaged because they were in these kind of like plaster boards. You can see like that anime bit has a bit of a hole in it there. But yeah, it was really cool, right? And that very same day, we ended up heading to Ohin. This was the place we rented. It was quite nice, quite spacious, had everything we needed, right? Which was good because at the end of the day, like I said, we were still working during this period. It wasn't really a holiday. We had to spend a lot of our time in that room, but the area was really nice. So we did have a few days on the weekends and obviously the evenings to kind of go about and explore. This was the pimp van that picked us up on the first day we were out there. Loved this. There were a lot of cars and trucks, and they've all been like converted and modified with lights and all kinds of things. It was really cool. Spent a day at the beach. This was nice. Yeah, we did some shopping and stuff and then came to the beach. Absolutely empty, with basically only people in the sea at any given time. Obviously not tourist season quite yet, but it was...
Jellyfish are a thing.
Jellyfish were a thing, but we never saw any or touched any. But yeah, it was just lovely. And then in the evenings we went here to this market, this night market, and it was fantastic. I really, really enjoyed this place. The vibe was good, the food was good, the stuff that was being sold was really cool. Lots of cool art like this. We're kind of considering buying a piece, right? But I'm not quite sure how well it would have survived the trip back, considering how beat up my suitcase gets every time we come to Vietnam. What was really impressive is you can actually see a lot of these pieces being made. You'll see the craftsmen or the artists actually sitting there, like creating the pieces. And that just made everything cool. Like this guy, he's got all these kind of glass animals, and you can actually see him here, sitting here, just blowing the glass. Just in front of you. It was mesmerizing. It was really cool to watch, seeing someone kind of working at their craft. And there was a bunch of people like this, just kind of hammering or tinkering away at stuff. Super impressive. And then, just all kinds of stuff that you don't really... I feel like I haven't seen in markets. It's not the usual tap, so to speak. There's some really, really cool stuff here. Even the t-shirts I thought were really cool and stuff. And just, all kinds of knickknacks and jewellery and, wonderful pieces. These pencil cases, they look great. And, of course, glass sticks. Everyone needs a glass stick. They had this kind of amphitheatre, jazz mostly, the couple times we were there. Really, really good place. And just down the road from it was a market that was also another night market, but it was basically just food. And oh my god, it was amazing. Every single thing we got was just amazing. That mango and kind of sweet sticky rice I couldn't have enough of it. And there were plenty of options for you, so it was wonderful, wasn't it? What did you think of the night market? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was cool.
You didn't end up buying anything though?
I got my frog.
Oh yes, you did get your frog, of course. That's very true. That was at a different market, which I don't actually have video of. But yeah, it was a great time. This was on the final weekend. We found a beach club type area, and again, basically abandoned. There was like no one around apart from the staff. The pool area had a few people from the hotel, but this beach club area completely like ours to use whenever we wanted. And it was very nice here. That bar wasn't working, but the bar in the pool was, which was important. Yeah, it was really picturesque. There was a nice breeze as well, so even though it was like 30 degrees, it actually was like perfect weather as far as I was concerned. Did you enjoy this place?
It's nice.
It does look nice. That's the booze. Yeah, the few days we actually spent just kind of relaxing and enjoying Hua Hin, I loved it. I thought it was really nice. But yeah, all good things come to an end. We got our visas the day before our flight, which was quite close. But yeah, got our visas, came back into Bangkok, which is like a 2 to 3 hour drive, and hopped on a plane out of there. So yeah, what did you think about Thailand?
It was cool. It was not what I was expecting, if I'm honest. I wish we'd had a bit more time, but can always go back.
100%. I would definitely say I would like to go back, and I would recommend people visit. If you're a party animal, you've seen where you want to go. If you want a nice relaxing time at the beach and a kind of more kind of quiet town, I can't recommend Hua Hin enough. I want to kind of explore a bit more of the architecture and the temples next time, because there's some really kind of unique stuff that they have there. It was really cool. I really enjoyed my time in Thailand. Definitely will be going back. But yeah, that was our Feb. And then for this month, we've got a few bits and bobs. We've been to another gig. We've been kind of running around in District 2 again. And we're kind of prepping for next month, where you're kind of going to the Philippines for a bit. My mum's coming to visit. So this month's kind of a bit more chill. So I'm not sure how that video is going to turn out, but we had a great... Will, of course. But we had a great last month, and again, we're doing well. Life is good, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye! Was that camp?